This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
It is 9:56 p.m. on January 27th. We are here at Tropicana Avenue and Dean Martin Drive, where the construction project, the Dropicana, is well underway. This is a $305 million project that's going on in the city of Las Vegas in a major artery. Tropicana and I-15, for those that should be well aware, is a major juncture for traffic, for both tourist traffic and local traffic, coming on either way of the side of the tourist corridor to where the Allegiant Stadium traffic now is. Now, what is happening tonight that separates the project's other phases from earlier on? We're going to be seeing the closure of the I-15 both ways that's below this Tropicana bridge. That's going to be some seismic activity for traffic and commuters all across the valley. Again, this is a major artery of traffic for people going to work and tourists getting access to the city from both the tourist corridor and from the rest of the city. Now, something to keep in mind here, let's look at earlier today. Earlier today, traffic along I-15, both in southbound and northbound travel lanes, were wide open. This is not going to be the case if you are looking toward either the rest of this weekend. The closures are in place as of 10 p.m. and will be in place on the freeway until Monday, this coming Monday. Now, this is so that the construction crews are able to get to work on changing lanes of traffic over the bridge and dropping the rest of the that's the eastbound flyover bridge that goes between the New York and the Excalibur. If you go back to our live hit, you should be able to see that it has been torn away, that the part that hangs over the I-15 is still up. We are expecting that portion of the flyover lane should be coming down. That is a part of the drop in Dropicana for this project. Now, this is what it looks like from the ground level. Let's see what it looks like from the aerial view. You should be seeing the aerial view of the I-15 from our stadium cam. Now, what the expectation here is that this project is going to be changing some of the lanes, updating this major thoroughfare. Again, this area traffic sees at its peak 350,000 motorists during holiday weekends. It's a very important artery. Motorists wanting to travel Interstate 15 near Tropicana Avenue this weekend will have to make those detour plans, and let's get into that. The I-15 will be closed to vehicle traffic between Russell and Flamingo roads on the I-15 from 10 p.m. tonight, Friday, January 27th, through 5 a.m. Monday. So if you want to get back on the freeway, you will have your chance to do that after 5 a.m. Monday, where your commute times should be back to normal somewhat. This will happen as crews tear down the north half of the Tropicana Bridge over the Interstate. The Nevada Department of Transportation reporting that as of Wednesday. They gave us a quote: during the closure, there will be posted detours at Russell and Flamingo. However, detour routes are expected to fill up quickly. NDOT recommends drivers are encouraged to avoid the area if possible or use a navigation app. They recommend ways to reroute past backups. Drivers on northbound I-15 can exit at Russell. We exited at Flamingo before the closure happened. Drivers on I-15 southbound can do the opposite. Exit at Flamingo, go west to Decatur, south to Russell, and then east back to I-15. Now, the other north-south alternatives include the Airport Connector and Valley View, Jones, and Rainbow Boulevards. NDOT and local law enforcement will collaborate to staff detour routes with uniformed personnel. We did see that this evening, that they were at the Flamingo exit of the I-15 directing traffic, along with signage indicating that detours did exist. The Regional Transportation Commission will monitor traffic in the area around the clock during the closure and will adjust signal timing as necessary to mitigate congestion. The Transportation Department also worked with California, Utah, and Arizona officials and the Las Vegas Convention Visitors Authority to warn tourists and resort corridor employees of the closure. The Tropicana Bridge over I-15 will be rebuilt taller, wider, and longer, allowing for additional capacity and increasing safety for drivers and pedestrians. Tropicana has been shuttered. What you're currently looking at is the Tropicana Bridge. That has been closed since Monday. We started reporting this back on January 17th. That was Tuesday when the initial closure for the entrance and exit lanes did close from I-15. Now you can see that is in full effect. The bridge is now fully closed. Let's zoom out just a bit so you can see that. You can see the Excalibur and the New York between those two, where construction crews are working. Now, the I-15 southbound off-ramps to Tropicana are closed for several months. Those will not be reopening for some time, so plan accordingly, as the bridge and flyover ramp are rebuilt. This project is a $305 million project. It will enhance traffic flow in and around the Tropicana interchange, improve travel time and reliability on I-15 and Tropicana. They're hoping that this will increase safety for all road users and make it easier to access the resort corridor and Allegiant Stadium. Something to consider, this project is going to be in place for some time. Although the bridge will reopen to commuters, we have a couple big projects, or big events coming up. We have the Super Bowl coming up next year, the Formula One race, which will be tearing up Las Vegas Boulevard, going back down to Koval Lane. That will be happening right near here, near where this juncture exists. So this project could be coming at a better time to make way and plans for that enhanced amount of commuters and motorists. Now, once completed, Tropicana will go from 3 lanes to 4 in each direction, and the left turn lanes from Tropicana to I-15 will be increased from 2 to 3, which is great. A high occupancy vehicle lane, half interchange, will be added on the south side of the Harmon Avenue Bridge, adding a new access point to the resort corridor from I-15. Dean Martin Drive, which is where we're standing, will be rerouted under Tropicana, nixing the traffic signal at Tropicana to improve traffic flow in the area. The I-15 exit to Frank Sinatra Drive, which is opposite of where we're standing from Dean Martin, will be increased to 2 lanes, and 5 new dynamic messaging boards will be added on I-15 between Warm Springs Road and Tropicana. This is great. Plans also call for the addition of a pedestrian walkway between Tropicana and Arena Drive. For a better look, in case we haven't thrown it up yet, let's throw up the NDOT map. This map is what indicates these changes. I mentioned that pedestrian bridge. We saw the plans for that on the east side. That will come across the west side. NDOT has provided this map, also indicating where that demolition will be occurring. The flyover bridge eastbound, that's what we're seeing live on the right side of your screen. If we go back to our live shot. Now, the plans also call for the addition of, as we mentioned, the pedestrian walkway between Tropicana and Arena Drive, creating a new path for pedestrians heading to and from T-Mobile Arena. If you are looking at your clock, if you are looking at your calendar and you're asking, when is this project due to be up? That answer, it's going to be until early 2025. Work began on the project in May and is expected to occur until early 2025. Now, if you want any updates from this, Las Vegas Review-Journal's reporter Mick Akers has been on it. Please pick up the Las Vegas Review-Journal newspaper and follow as more updates occur and changes to your commute, to your daily dose of traffic might change. We'll be out here reporting. This has been Las Vegas Review-Journal reporter out in the field on Dean Martin Drive, James Schaefer. We will be updating you as more comes out. Please follow those updates both in the physical Las Vegas Review-Journal newspaper and 7 at 7, which you're able to get on your Alexa device or your OTT devices, your smart TV, YouTube, anywhere you can find it, that's where we are.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.